Book Summary Synopsis. The novel begins as Kalo, his wife, Teo and Razian leave Nakuro for Nazala, a rural area on Maasai land. This is as a result of retrenchment of Kalo, who has been working as the manager of Agribix Limited. On reaching Nazala, all Kalos are welcomed by Uncle Simiran's family, which consists 4 wives and 16 children. Ol Kalo visits his old friend Ol Sapeo. It's been 30 years since Ol Kalo left Nazala for Nakuro. The Kalos hold a homecoming party in which they invite members from the 5 clans aimed at relinking the Kalo family to the other villagers. Teo and Razian observe that some young men are suspicious of them, for they are not circumcised. In an attempt of acquainting the 2 girls with Nazala culture, Kalo informs Joseph to teach Teo and Razian traditional songs and dances. As the young ones spend more time together, a love relationship begins to develop between Teo and Joseph, but unfortunately, due to cultural demands, the relationship is restrained. Unfortunately, there is an attempted rape on Teo and Razian. Consequently, an ad hoc group of men is informed to hunt down the culprit. After it is known that Land and Entera are responsible for the heinous act, punishment is meant on them. The novel reveals of how females have contributed significantly to the beginning and continuation of FGM through the Olorinkoi legendary story. Kalo opens an agricultural shop and enters into business contracts through who is conversant with shady business. Oloasudaris' aim is to exploit Kalo. After realizing that Kalo has beautiful daughters, he chooses to marry one and organize for the other one to be married by his friend instead of extorting him. Oloasudari comes in a procession and gives gifts and money as dowry for the young Razian. Since Razian disagrees with Oloasudari and her father's plans to use anesthesia to render Razian unconscious so that they may snatch her away for marriage by force. However, the girls craft a scheme of shaming Oloasudaris in which they return the gifts he had given them earlier. The couple goes to consult Simiran and Supeo on how to deal with Oloasudaris' demands as the girls go to the shop. On their way back, the girls are almost raped by 2 callous young men. Later on, after Razian chooses not to cooperate, she leaves Oloasudari in the house and goes to her father's shop with tears rolling down her cheeks. Her father is really enraged and slaps her mercilessly. It is Olorinkoi who supposedly saves her by whisking her away before she commits suicide. Olorinkoi organizes with a pickup driver so that he whisks her away, claiming to ensure her safety from Oloasudari and her father. They then stop at a dark hut in the forest. It's in the hut that Razian fights Olorinkoi. On regaining consciousness, she finds herself under the care of Nabaro, a nurse who reveals to her what had transpired. Finally, with the help of Nabaro, Razian comes face to face with Imakarere, the activist against FGM in the sheep's ranch. She welcomes Nabaro and Razian warmly. Razian gets to learn that Oloasudari has advertised in the newspapers for her search. On the other hand, Teo faces the painful blade of the Amurunya. While managing the ranch, Minik meets a new challenge in which the powerful in the government are threatening to close the ranch. However, she endures the survival of he ranch. Razian learns of the unfortunate death of he is killed in the mission of saving Teo from a group that circumcised her by force. At long last, Razian meets Teo at the ranch. Oloasudari makes his last heinous kicks by visiting the ranch to demand Razian as his wife. He is told off by Minik. With his company, he for his life after his cars are burnt down. The ultimate goal is attained when Minik takes Teo and Razian to Edgerton University, where Razian has a chance of studying her dream course. That's the book summary synopsis. Hope so you found it helpful. Kindly show your support by simply subscribing to our YouTube channel, like and share, as well as in our Facebook page. Thanks.